Okay, so here we are on the menu screen. So you've got Fight Now, Career, Offline Modes, Online Modes, Create a Fire, Settings, and Learn. Now, I'll just go through some of these. I haven't actually played all of the modes. I've done Career Mode 1.5 times. I've done a couple of fights online. And yeah, the game was just frustrating as hell. I mean, it's fun when you're playing on sort of a casual mode. Even then, it could be really annoying. So you've got Fight Now, Stand and Bang, Adrenaline Mode, Knockout Mode, Custom Fight Now. So yeah, so we'll talk through these. So Fight Now is the classic fighting experience. So that'll just be you fight against the computer or another person. Stand and Bang is no grappling, groundwork or submissions, which is good because those aspects of the game are complete bullshit. It's infuriating. Adrenaline mode, land strikes to build up your adrenaline meter and then unleash attacks to finish your opponent in this stand-up only mode. They've gone very arcadey with this. I swear to God, they're doing just Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat-esque type fighting game. They don't want to do a realistic fighting game because it's just bollocks. The ground game is bollocks and they just want it to be stand-up, and I don't even think the stand-up's that great. I don't actually think it's an improvement from the previous game, really. Some of the graphics look a little bit better, but apart from that, they've just churned out another game much like they do with FIFA. Apart from with FIFA, they've got it right 9 times out of 10. They don't have it right with UFC, and they don't have it right with fighting games. They need to go back to the roots. They need to go back to the original concept. The ground game made more sense. It was a lot easier. You could hold people in position a lot easier. I just feel like this is just complete nonsense. But knockout mode. Unleash punches, kicks, knees, and elbows in this fast, fun, and furious mode. Knockout mode sounds exactly like Adrenaline mode and Stand and Bang to me, but there we go. Custom Fight Now. Tweak the classic Fight Now experience just the way you want it. So, okay, that's fantastic. Don't want to do any of that. So, yeah, it just seems like arcade mode, basically. It shouldn't be Fight Now. It should be, this is arcade mode. And then you've got Career mode, which I showed in my previous video. So you start the career. You click on the career, you see I've retired. That was my created character, which you can see on the front screen. And now I've got Tyson Fury I'm currently playing with. And yeah, you play with a current character that exists in the game or create your own character. Doing it with the created fighter, again, you can't edit the created fighter. So it's rubbish. There's no point to it. You just build up their stats and you use their base model. It's just, again, boring. You can't change the clothes. You can't even change the clothes. I think you'd be able to do that. But, you know, this isn't going to be all negative. I do like the game. It is fun to play. But it's just very repetitive and very boring. So if you just want to beat the shit out of someone on easy, go ahead and do it. But if you're actually looking for a challenge, this game doesn't challenge you, it bullshits you. Which is really fucking annoying. You've got offline modes, which is create an event, manage an event, create a tournament, continue a tournament. Fantastic. Can't see me ever doing that. I might do it if it's an easy achievement, just to say that I've done it. But I can't see me ever doing that. Online modes, Online World Championship, Blitz, Battles, Quick Fight, Invite. I've played online, it's awful. Create a fighter, obviously you can create through the fighter sequences, settings, and learn. So yeah, I'm going to do a little bit from each. So I want to keep this video shorter than some of my other videos. I have a tendency for going too long. But yeah, I'll just do a fight now. Cool, I'll be red corner then. And let's have a look. So this is how they've got the fighters laid out. And some of the likenesses are good. Some of them aren't. I don't remember Gilbert Burns' body looking like that. But yeah, and then it categorizes the top fighters, and if they're a legend, they get legend in the background. If they're the champion, they get the champion bit in the background. And yeah, they're based on a 5-star rating system, which again is complete and utter bollocks. Yeah, just pretty much every fighter is 4.5 stars. If they're 4 stars, it normally means they're relatively new, like Hamzat Chimaev, or Johnny Hendricks, who's obviously dropped off completely. He's 4 stars apparently. Matt Hughes is 4 stars. No idea how they came to that fucking idea. Robbie Lawler also 4 stars. Just seems, I think recency bias is playing in here. Kelvin Gastelum is 4 stars. I don't quite understand their rating system at all. But yeah, it gives you the top fighters of the weight class, or you could just go A to Z if you want to look through all of them. Some of the likenesses are really good. The graphics are really good. I'm going to give it props when props is due. But I don't like the rating system. I don't like the fighting style. They've got rid of simple submissions, which they had in the last game, which if you didn't like the bullshit mini game, you could just tap the button repeatedly, and if your guy was good enough, he would get the sub. That was kind of bullshit in its own way as well, but it worked, and it actually meant you could do the submissions. I picked a jiu-jitsu guy because I actually do jiu-jitsu in real life. So I do jiu-jitsu in real life, and I wanted to be a jiu-jitsu fighter. So my created fighter was the guy I made. I tried to make him look a little bit like me. Fat, tattoos, and longish hair, which is fine. I think that part was fun. I spent ages doing it. Obviously trying to get my tattoos right on the game, where they're the same default tattoos they always had. I think they've added like 4 tattoos. So I was a bit like, oh great, cool. So it's a bit of a challenge. He does look a little bit like me. I've actually sent him to a few of my friends who follow MMA and train with me, and they actually think he looks like me, so that's fine. But yeah, getting them to being good at jiu-jitsu is really only good to stop submission defense in this game, and taking them down and grounding out a victory, which is how my whole career went until I put their stats up for striking. So yeah, the ground game is ridiculous. I like Colby Covington because he's an absolute troll, internet troll. Real life troll, actually. Is there a randomize? Let's go random. Doesn't even show you who the random is. Amazing. So this is just the normal fight now, which will just simulate a normal fight. The UFC 4 loading screens are ridiculously long. Covington versus Lawler. Amazing. So, yeah. Welterweight, obviously. So we'll get into this. So this looks pretty much identical to the game before. No real change that I can see. It's been a while since I played that one. The likenesses look good. He looks good. The commentary still a bit bollocks. And yeah, so Robbie Lawler got his toes. It looks like Robbie Lawler, you know, and Herb Dean looks like Herb Dean. It's fine. The graphics of it is not really an issue. I mean, his trainer doesn't look like a real person. But it's the actual fight mechanics. And I feel like every knockout is not really great. I feel like even the older EA Sports UFC games, they got the knockouts better. Like, you'd knock someone out and you'd be like, yes, knocked him out. Like, you'd be a little bit excited, almost like a real life fight. Like, you're watching a real life fight. These knockouts, you're just kind of like, oh, meh. They fall weirdly. It's kind of slow. I don't know if the other game modes are going to improve that. We will have a look. I mean, I'm just going to button bash my way through these fights just so you can see all the different game modes. I'll have a look at all of them. I'll try and keep this video below an hour if I can. But this is an overall review, and you've actually got me talking, so hopefully it's a bit more entertaining. But yeah, so you've got Colby Covington. I won't do the entrances for all the fighters. I'm just giving you this overview so you can see what they look like. I will skip the entrances other than this. After the entrances, they actually have this bullshit taunt mode thing, which they don't do in real fights. Well, they do, but they do it at a different time. So you'll watch when they're announcing their names, you should have an option to do some sort of taunt or something. You don't. You have it when the ref asks if you're ready. Now, that's completely at the wrong time. It's cool that they added that, I guess. It's boring. There's no point to it, but add it at the right time. When you're reading the name out, add that option in then, not afterwards, because that means they've done some sort of weird taunt twice. Bruce Buffer always looks amazing. They seem to only have him in the standard black tux, which is annoying. I feel like they should have had him in all forms of tuxes. They're not giving Bruce Buffer his just desserts, but so yeah, go through the MMA record, blah, 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 blah. Robbie Lawler standing there, not really doing anything. He doesn't normally anyway. There you go. See, look, that's where you should have the option, but you don't. You have it after this. So for some reason, the fighter's taunt twice. That doesn't happen in a real fight. So they've added it to try and be more realistic, but they fucked it up because they did it wrong. If you're going to go to the extent of trying to improve the game, at least make sure you're doing it right. So God knows why it took so long for this game to come out, when they haven't barely done anything to it. His head doesn't suit his body. Amazing. See, look, gets taunt again. They don't do this. When the ref says, "Are you ready?" they just go, "Yeah." I'm yet to hear anyone say no, and I'm yet to see them do these taunts. So that was really fucking weird. So yeah, you just got the standard. I mean, the combinations are what they are. I normally stick with the 3-button combos because they're easy to learn. But I mean, again, it is what it is. The clinch mode being R1 and square is a joke, or R1 and triangle, depending on how your player stands. I don't like that, because normally there's a strike involved, and they've changed it so takedown is LT, left trigger, and square, and you hold it, and you could pretty much get a takedown whenever the fuck you want, and it doesn't matter how good your takedown is. Okay, you actually blocked it then, but it doesn't matter how bad their takedown defense is. You can just spam that and you're all over them, and you can just win fights. But what I was finding online was people were reversing this position straight away, and they were getting into a side turtle position, which this guy won't do. Oh, he might do. Hang on. Let's see if this actually says... Oh, no, he got up. Okay, that's fine. So, yeah, you have that. And they get into that side turtle position. And when you're blocking, I think it's a glitch, if I'm totally honest. If they're punching you and you're blocking, you can't transition. And if you stop blocking to transition, there's a delay with the transition coming up. And I've noticed this more than once. And that means they could just punch you freely in the head. And from the turtle position, that's pretty much TKO City. So, you know, there's issues there. And yeah, it's just... It doesn't really look realistic. I'm just trying to get him out of there, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, I played a couple of fights online, and I was nervous about it because the controls are so wacky. Like, I've had matches in my own career mode, like that should have landed, that was weird. In my own career mode, where it's just, you've been dominating, and all of a sudden, nothing, like there's some bullshit transition on the ground, or something like that, and then for some reason your character's got 0 stamina all the time. And yeah, you can get finished stupidly. The submissions are stupid. It's fun to play if you don't have it on a very hard difficulty. If you've got it on normal or easy, you know, you can sort of get away with the issues the game has, and you can enjoy it. But it still could be really annoying. So we actually got into the second round then, which is shocking. I think it's only on normal difficulty. And then they tried to change some of the controls on the ground using the left stick. I immediately changed that back. That was bollocks. I was like, why have you done that? That doesn't even feel right. Touch gloves. Oh, I thought you wanted to touch gloves. Alright, cool. Fuck you then. Just keep hitting him with left hand. 1, 2. Yeah. So yeah, as you can see, these fights are a little bit mundane, but it's yeah, it's weird. I don't know, it's weird, and there's a lot of lagging, and there's a lot of glitching, and you can clinch up a lot, which, if your fighter's good at clinches, yeah, I mean, it could be devastating, because you could just keep doing this. Because you're going to get at least one hit in. I made the mistake of when I first started playing this that I didn't realise how to get out of that, which, the way you get out of that as well, I think is rubbish. You just back out of it. I guess it makes sense, but if they're good in the clinch, you're not getting out of it. It's not happening. I don't know how many times I've rocked this guy, but I swear to God. Oh, there you go. Yeah, and it's just a case of repetition, repetition, repetition. And most of the knockouts are the same. The ones on the ground are really disappointing. They really haven't improved enough for my liking. Yeah, I mean, look at that. I've never seen a knockout really like that, to be honest, maybe once. Their arms just go flat at the sides. And then you get to taunt again. They really think it's important to taunt in this game, apparently. I did feel a massive sense of achievement online when I finally did win. I lost my first 2 or 3, I think. We can have a look at that as well. And then I actually won a fight. And I was my created fighter. I picked him because the other guy picked theirs. And you can change your stats completely. You can pick what type of fighter you want to be, even though you've already gone through the whole career mode to build up your stats. So it kind of makes the whole thing pointless. So I changed him to a fighter. And because I'm short and fat on the game, I just got inside and just worked my power punches. And I eventually clocked him and knocked him out. But he was beating me for the whole fight. And I know people will argue fights can go like that, but also it's bullshit. If you're getting that beaten up, which I was, I think I'd been dropped about 3 or 4 times, that it's very, very unlikely that that person's going to come back and knock you out. It has happened a few times, like if you look at Czech Congo, Pat Barry, that's one of the craziest fights out there. Travis Brown and Andrei Arlovsky, you know, where they rock each other. But when one fight is getting dominated so much, it's a case of, you know, they're going to get fucking finished. That's it. Or they'll manage to scrape through to the end. Again, I know if you look at, say, Justin Gaethje and Michael Johnson, Gaethje goes through the ring area, gets battered, and then he just clocks Johnson, and that's it. And Johnson's got nothing left in the tank. But, I mean, so happens very far and few between in this game. It happens a lot. So let's have a quick look at a fight. This fight, bang, stand and bang, whatever it's called. How do I change weight class? I don't know how to change weight class. Right trigger? Yeah, right trigger. Okay, cool. Let's move up to the heavyweights. Let's go to the heavyweights. Top fighters. Who have I actually got? Oh, I got Rumble Johnson heavyweight, Tyson Fury, who I've been playing with. Stand and bang, he's probably going to be a good choice, isn't he? Because his boxing's through the roof. Brock Lesnar, not unlockable, downloadable content. God, they fuck you over with that. Kimbo Slice, amazing. Tai Tuivasa. Dana White is in every weight class and he is 4 stars. Please explain that to me. Please explain that to me. That angers me so much. I'm a good old-fashioned Kimbo. He's a stand and banger. Don't have to worry about the ground game, so that probably works quite well. And he's 3.5 stars. Wow. I know he wasn't a great MMA fighter, but as a street fighter and a striker, a boxer, he could take a shot and he could land a shot. Does that mean he's 3.5? I guess he's probably got a worse ground game than Mark Hunt, so yeah, maybe. That Ultimate Fighter. Oh, this is the first time of me playing in the streets as well. So I'm assuming that's happened because I've picked Kimbo. That's amazing. I didn't even pick that. Okay, this is cool. It's the first time I'm seeing this, so you're getting my real reaction on this. Fighting Curtis Blades. Mate, Curtis Blades actually could have... Wait. I don't... I'm trying to hit basic strikes. Oh, do you know what I've done? I'm not even playing. I didn't select a side, apparently. So I wondered why that wasn't working. Now, if they're going to introduce stuff like this, and it looks like they're doing that a lot, which I'm not angry about, because it is a fun additional, especially like when your friends come over, if you could bully them into playing it, because they know you're going to kick their ass, because 9 times out of 10 that happens. it's a case of, okay, well, if you're going to do that, then why don't you make a career out of it? Why can't you have different career modes like I suggested? Maybe it's a case of, you know, they all have different backgrounds and it gives you like 4 different avenues to get into the UFC and shit. Or you could have it differently, where you could have the Street Fighter career and it finishes when you finally get to the UFC and you've got to do promotion outside and you get into fights outside and that. But, you know, that could have been an avenue. This could be a whole career mode where you go different backyards, you fight different fighters, it's just stand up, and then the final is, you know, like, it's almost Kimbo's career, I guess. You get to the UFC. Oh, that's nice. So you have to let them get up when they get there. You don't finish them against the cage. Oh, that's a bit poor. I think you could finish them there. Mind you, I think in that dog fight or wherever it was, the Kimbo doc, I think I actually saw that they let them get up, don't they? Or do they? No, I'm pretty sure I've seen submissions in that, actually. I'll take that back. I mean, because these punches are limited, you're kind of getting a case of button bashing, because there isn't. I mean, you've got the sways, which take stamina, so I don't bother using them. And I'm pretty sure how. Oh man, that knockout wasn't even that great either. But yeah, you've got the case of he punched him in the head so much, and you're like, that's not realistic. And they keep getting up, which isn't realistic. And I don't know. It's just, there's a lot of issues. It's fun, don't get me wrong. It's a fun game to sort of, if you're not taking it seriously, then it's a completely different game. If you're not taking it seriously at all, it's a completely different game to play. And it can be fun. Playing with your friends can be fun. The career mode is fun. It's a slog though. This career mode's not like the other one where you simulate most of the training, you just worry about the fights. This is, you have harder fights in your training, which can be true of real fighting. Okay, you can have tougher fights in the training room than you might have on the grand stage, but this game just it just falls short. It could have been really good. It could have been really good, but they need to revamp the whole ground game. They really do. They really do. Yeah, I'm not going to play the other ones because I'm pretty sure they're going to be the same as the others. So yeah, you've got that. Career mode, you can check out my other video for that. That's just the same as Fight Now, but you just do it on repetition. Actually, no, I'll jump in and I'll show you the training aspect, just in case you haven't seen the other video. I won't actually do a fight in the career though. Just started out as Tyson Fury, just trying to be a boxer now because I've done the ground and pound aspect of my last fighter. So now I'm just going down the route of being a boxer and trying to box the crap out of everybody. And just seeing how viable that is and trying to learn some of the boxing combos. As I say, I only really know 3 strike combos and I haven't really learned any of the others. So you get these like added things that you do for, you know, added bonuses for the contract, trying to make it realistic. It's not, but you know, whatever. The money in this makes no sense because you only really need it for training. And even that, you don't need it. Like, I don't want to learn any real kicks because I'm trying to be a boxer, and I don't want to learn any ground stuff because I'm trying to be a boxer. So I'm not paying anyone to do anything. You can't buy clothes, you can't buy the other attires, you can't even edit these guys. So they try and give you on this social media hype to try and make it realistic, but it's just not really. I'll fight anybody, yeah, that's fine, whatever. Just honestly, none of it matters. And on this career mode, I got straight into the UFC. I won on Dana White's Contender Series, and they put me straight in the UFC. Didn't even go to the WFA. Whereas my last career, the first one, I was in the WFA because I won my Contender Series by decision. Because I was a different type of fighter. But yeah, so fight offers, this looks almost identical. They've just changed the look of it. Almost identical. I'm going to decline that. I want a ranked opponent. You can decline fights to try and be tactical, and all I've seemed to realise is, see, I've got a top 9 opponent. When you do that, you get the fight that you want. And there's a warning on one of the loading screens that tells you that, oh, if you keep doing it, the promoters don't like it. I've done it all the time. I'm not getting a ranked opponent, and they just give me a ranked opponent. So I'm getting exactly what I want. So I'm overloading the training. Each training you have to do a specific thing, and once you've completed that, you get the most amount of points for that. If you knock out the sparring partner, you're not able to use them for the rest of the camp because they're injured. And I learned that out quite a long time ago. So block all head damage. So all I've got to do is hold RT, and this is just basic bitch stuff, isn't it? Like, this is what I mean about being repetitive and boring. This is all right for the first couple of times, but like the older games, they should have given you an option then to be able to just simulate. Once you've done 4 or 5 of the training things and you've smashed all of them, you should just then have the choice to simulate, because doing this each time is annoying. And you wanna beat them up. You do. And you know, I end up knocking them out half the time. That's really fucking, I don't want to. Just end up hitting them with this jab cross combination constantly. Yeah, I don't really do kicks. You see how slow that was? Unbelievable. Yeah, so that takes time, and yeah, it's basically that on repeat up until the fight. So I won't show you any others because all I do is the boxing ones for this guy, but you'll get the gist. Like, you do each thing, you get these evaluation points. You don't get many either, so it does take a while to level stuff up, which again is annoying, but because you're doing these all the time, you kind of don't have a choice, and you do end up leveling up anyway. So yeah, so I've got tons of money, don't need it. Tons of money for the beginning of my career anyway. I don't think many fights have that much in the back. Yeah, so fighter evolution, you go into this, and then each thing costs some of them purple points, and then you pick what you want. So as you can see, I put punch power and punch speed up first. My chin I put up as well, and then you got everything else. Just put my cardio up. So yeah, I'm just basically making him a boxer. That's just something I'm doing just for entertainment purposes. But yeah, you get the gist. You can invite a fighter, which just to learn new moves is boring. Watch tape. You don't even watch anything. You just pay money, and then you unlock different things about the fighter to try and give you an edge. And hype is the normal social media stuff. They have added in the sponsorships, but I mean, that's just pretty boring as well. It doesn't really change anything. It's just meant to give you more things, like more money, more fight hype and things of that nature. But yeah, so you end up doing these. So I've got a radio commercial for my sponsor. It gives you money, but as I say, the money is pointless, really. You don't really need the money. Knockout first round every time. Yeah, so it's the same old stuff. So enough of the career mode, because as I say, I do want to keep this video a little bit shorter than some of my other ones, and I want to try and review the whole game for you. I feel like I've been super negative, and I play it a lot actually, so I'm not really I'm not going to create an event. I don't mean to be super negative. I'm just giving you the facts. Facts are the facts are the facts. So yeah, so this is online. Oh, there you go. I lost 3. This one, the game glitched. That's why it says DNF, did not finish. I didn't rage quit. We were having a good fight, and it got to the end of round 2, and I took him down right at the end to try and get more points on the judges' scorecard because he was beating me on the feet. And in the takedown transition, the time ended, and I couldn't get up, and he couldn't get up, and the game wouldn't load past that. And I did wait about 5-10 minutes because I thought if he quits, I might get the win. He didn't quit. I quit. But I don't know whether he's got a loss on his record as well, or whether it's just me because I quit first, and then I knocked out this guy, and then I lost again by knockout. And I think I turned the game off in a rage after that because that was bullshit. But I will put myself through another loss. I will show you It might just be me. I might just suck at this game. Historically, I've been very good at UFC games, but the EA ones just seem to be screwing the game up to the point where it's just ridiculous. So here you go. We're playing this. You can see our levels at the bottom. I'm only a level 9. They're a level 17, so they've played it a little bit longer than me. He looks like he's picking Dos Anjos. I might pick Masvidal. Okay, cool. He picked McGregor. McGregor's 4 stars at welterweight. I don't know what he is at the lower weights, but he's 4 stars. So yeah, so I will likely lose this fight. So I'm going to show you this. I'm conscious that the video is a little bit long, but as I say, it's a full game review, and I'm trying to show you the aspects of the game if you're interested, or whether you've clicked on the review as a case of, you know, you were thinking of buying it because it's come down in price. You could do this weird message thing as well, which sends a message on screen to them. Phew. So I'm probably going to lose. Touch knuckles. Ah, there you go. That's nice. So I'll just try and box, but it doesn't always work. But Masvidal's coming in with the heat. Yeah, I don't want to use up all my stamina, but he hit me with that token left hand. I'm trying to hit him with that overhand. Have I got a flying knee? Oh, I've got a head kick. That's cool. Oh, got this weird side kick. That's nice. Oh, I think I need him in the head. That was nice. That was a glitch on the old game. If you hold RT and you knew the elbow and the knee, you could literally go up to him, and then when you wanted to strike, you could strike. And it would be devastating. And you could work the body, and then the body normally brings the head in. But the problem is when your stamina's down, anyone can rock anyone on this game, so kind of annoying. I don't know how that missed either. He's going body. He's going body. Oh, I'm rocked. Ah! Oh. Yeah, it's an idea to keep an eye on their stamina, because I took him down. How weird. Oh, no, he's nullifying me on the ground. That's great. Oh, he's better than me on the ground. That's amazing. So yeah, so this is a battle of the ground game, so this is interesting. Oh, he swept me. That's amazing. So this guy actually knows how to use the ground game, which is fantastic. Good for him as well. And then this is where the blocking and then trying to move comes in. I wonder if I've just got a get up option. That was so shit. Right, cool, get up. So yeah, he clearly knows the ground game, which is good for him. Oh. That takes up a lot of energy. Yeah, so that was fairly even. I'm always respectful. I might not be saying that in real life, but yeah, I mean, these fights tend to be more interesting to me as well. Oh, no, okay. Oh. Oh. He seems to be hurting me with everything he hits me with as well, which is really funny. But I don't think he's gonna. Got that reach. Do some leg kicks. I think it's because he's got that reach advantage. I'm gonna have to try and just clobber him on the in go, and if I just barrage him. Ha, there you go. Oh, shit. Oh, he's working the body well. Jesus. Oh. Yeah, he's going to catch me. I can feel it. Oh, dear. Oh, that's bullshit for him. Oh. Oh. Just get up. Wow, that was absolute bullshit. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, fucking lost stamina. Get away. Oh, this is getting close. It's getting close, guys. It's that leg kick overhead. Oh, it just hits him every time. Oh, shit. Get out of there. Fucking hell. Oh, that is a combo. It's that left leg. It's that left leg. And then it's that fucking... I don't like being on this side now. Oh, shit. Now I'm done. This is it. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm out. No? Alright, cool. Oh, shit. Well, this could be anyone's. Fucking hell. I mean, I came back from the dead with that, which was insane. Sorry if I'm being a bit quiet during this one, because this actually got fucking interesting and intense. So yeah, these are the sort of fights you know, they're interesting and they're good. He's clearly quite good. Oh, I feel like he's good. Compared to me, he's good. I mean, I'm fairly shit, but it's weathering them storms and getting on it. Touching gloves, yeah, I like that respect, man. Gosh. My stamina is fucked, by the way. Yeah, he's going to knock me out just from no stamina. Yeah, he did. Finish me, no stamina. Alright, cool. Well, there you go, guys. So... I'm not sure how his stamina was any better than mine. Maybe it was the body shots. Maybe I'm not seeing it how it is seen, but I keep saying phew. Nice. Well, there's respect there. I had him in some trouble, but yes, trying to throw them barrage of strikes. Game doesn't like it, so yeah. So that's the online mode. Lost again. I'm probably not going to play online mode again. Did that for your guys' benefit, so I hope you enjoyed the misery of that loss. Comment and let me know if you think that was bullshit, or whether you think I generally deserve to lose that right at the end, because I had him rocked 3 or 4 times. Obviously in real life Connor's got a granite chin, and you know, we've only ever seen him submitted and not knocked out, so I guess it could have gone that way, but Jorge Masvidal also hits like a truck, so that'd be an interesting fight to see down the line. It was teased, but yeah, there's that. And I mean, the rest of the stuff is just settings really in the learning aspect, so I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope you enjoyed the review. Please comment, share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you at the next one. Cheers, thanks, peace.